Hi everyone, my name is Angela from Angela Stitches and welcome back to my channel. So I'm still working on Princess Titania and I got most of the cross stitches done and I'm really happy with my progress. I think I'm almost finished with what I wanted to get done this time. I just have to go back and finish up a couple of stitches here and there and then start backstitching. And I think I could start backstitching tonight. And then I also had some time to work on my blackbird and working on this vine with these, I don't know, it looks like blueberries to me, but that was really fun to stitch. And then I also got this one leaf stitched, and then, oh yeah, the tree. I wanted to finish the tree soon, so I started working on that again. So I'm probably going to try and finish up Princess Titania tonight, and maybe tomorrow, depending on how much time I have to stitch tonight. And I also want to show you the ones that I want to finish this month. Okay, so this is Paula Vaughn, Reflections of the Past. So I'm going to try and finish this. And then this is Baker's Wife. I also want to finish this, but with this one I'm going to finish everything, the cross stitches and the back stitching. But for Baker's Wife, I'm just going to try and get the cross stitches finished and then get the beads later and do that in October or even in November. I don't know yet. And before I get to those, I want to actually work on my Bliss and get 1 or 2 bands stitched. I think I want to do that before I get to those. And I'm actually a little worried because I can't seem to find the beads that came with this. This chart was a small kit. It came with this like little plastic bag with the specialty stuff and the beads, and I can't seem to find that plastic bag. So yeah, I know I didn't throw it away, but I don't know where I put it. So I'm gonna have to reorganize my stash pretty soon. But yeah, so those are the plans, including this blackbird that I want to finish. So I'm gonna head out to work now, but I'm going to work on this when I get back later tonight. I just finished the cross stitches on the fairy and I'm about to start back stitching. And this is what it looks like with the back stitching, and there's also back stitching around her arms, and I was only planning on back stitching her face. So I don't know if I'll do the arms tonight, but I just wanted to show the before because I think it's always interesting to see the before and after. So yeah, this is what it looks like right now without the back stitching, and I'll probably update you tomorrow in better lighting. I have a little bit of progress on my blackbird. I just got a tiny bit of this tree stitched. Yeah, so very little, but really happy with how the variegation is turning out, so I'm going to continue doing that. But before working on that, I actually worked on my mirror. So I finished the back stitching on Princess Titania, but yeah, I ended up back stitching her arms too because it really didn't take that much time and it called for the same color DMC as the face, so I just decided to finish it while I had the floss on my needle. So since I got this to where I want it, I think I'm going to put this away now, but when I bring this back out to stitch again, I'll probably start working on her dress and work downwards. But yeah, really happy with how the back stitching turned out because sometimes I have to do it several times and fix it before I'm happy with it, especially the face. But this time I got it the first time, so I think it looks really good. So now I'm going to work on Bliss by Just Nan, and I'm just going to work on this band with the butterfly. And I think except the butterfly, these flowers are embroidery stitches, so I'm really excited about that. So this is what it looks like right now, and here's a close-up. The quality of the picture isn't great, but there's specialty stitches, some beads, I think, and also some back stitching. So I'm planning on working on this, but only if I find that plastic bag with the flosses and the beads, even though I'm not going to bead anything this time. If I can't find that by tonight, I'll just start working on Paula Vaughn or Baker's Wife. So that's why I still have these out, just in case, but I really want to work on this. The lighting right now is making this look really pretty, I think. It's been raining the past few days and we're finally getting some sun today. So I might go for a walk later, I don't know. But Yeah, so this is Bliss by Just Nan. I only had a little bit of time yesterday to stitch because I was organizing my stash to find my kit for this project. But yes, I got almost half of this band and started the butterfly. And I did find the kit for this. I had to look at my older videos to see what it looked like because I couldn't remember, to be honest, what the bag looked like. But I ended up not using any because it didn't call for the specialty flosses for this band. So yeah, I think I could get this band finished by tonight, and I'm actually thinking maybe I'll work on all the bands on this working copy. Well, maybe not, because then it's down to this band, and that seems a lot more than I want to spend time on this. So maybe I'll just do one more after this one. But yeah, I feel like this could be another project that I could finish by this year, so I think I'm going to try finishing this after I get the other two finished. So I got band number 10 finished, the specialty stitches and the cross stitches back stitching, but I didn't do the beading yet because I usually do the beading at the very end, but I'm actually thinking about doing that because, well, I'm also planning on doing one more band, and that band also has some beads, and I skipped all the beading on this so far. I think there's some beads on this band, or this one I think, but because I can fit this whole design onto this Q-snap, maybe I'll go back and finish the beading. And I read the description for the next band that I'm going to stitch tonight. That needed to be beaded to get one of the specialty flosses to be secured onto the fabric. And I can't really tell why with this picture, but that's what it says in the description. And I found the beads for it, and I thought it would be better to start using it before I really lose them. So I'm going to do that tonight, and then tomorrow I'll start Polophon. So I just finished the cross stitches on this, and that was pretty quick since it was just a very simple design. I didn't have to do any counting or anything, so that was really quick. So now I'm going to start the specialty stitches, and this is the description. It's like a paragraph just for this one skinny band, and I already read this yesterday, but I'm going to just read it again just to make sure, that I understand what I'm doing. And I can't really tell, but it calls for a specialty floss from this kit, so I need to figure out which one that is and start working on this band. It looks really simple, but I guess it's pretty complicated based on the description. But looking at the picture, I think it might be this rope thing, this very light pink one. I've never used anything like that before, so I'm actually really excited. I really like it when I get to try new things, new stitches, new materials, and stuff like that. So the rope is in place and the specialty stitches are stitched, and all I need to do now is the beading. And in the description it says that that's what's going to anchor down the specialty floss, because right now I can still pull this and it'll move from side to side even with the specialty stitches that I did on top. So I'm going to start beading, and I think it's the teal one that I need for this. I have to reread the description, but I think it was the teal one. And then after I finish that, I'm going to go back and do this one too. There's more beading I need to do on top here, but I think I'll just do these two tonight and do the other one some other time because it's getting pretty late. So I think the beading for these two bands, I think it'll take less than 30 minutes because it's only like 20 or less beads. So yeah, but I think this looks super pretty and it's making me want to get more just nail samplers. So I finished the beading last night and this is what it looks like right now, and with the beads I think this looks even prettier, so I'm really happy with this project. And I think I'm just going to have this out and start the next band because ever since I started thinking that this could be a finish pretty soon, I just want to keep working on this, and I only have a couple of bands left to stitch. Um, and it looks, so this next one, it looks super repetitive, but it looks super fun to stitch, to me at least. And it is a lot bigger than the last two that I just finished, but I don't know, I'm just really into this project right now, so I'm just going to have this out. But I also took out my other Q-snap to work on Paula Vaughn. So I'm going to start with the park threads that I have here and finish these first, and I think I only have a couple of stitches left to do, and I think the rest is mostly back stitching and half stitches. So I'm going to go back and forth with these two projects, and I want to finish this within this week, and I think that's enough time to finish this if nothing else comes up at work. So yeah, I'm going to work on these two this week and my blackbird pillow project, and hopefully by end of this week I'll have a finish. So this is a over-dyed silk pearl in pink carnation, or carnation pink actually. I'm starting with this for the next row of stitches, and this is twice as thick than the last two that I just finished last night, and the description for it. So this is the description for it, and it's super simple, just two sentences. So it looks like it's just cross stitches. The only thing that's different is that I'm using this for the top and bottom portion. So I'm going to untangle this and start stitching now. And you're supposed to use one strand of this and stitch one cross stitch at a time so that you get the variegation of the floss. But this looks super thick, so I think my stitches are going to look really chunky. But we'll see. So I'm going to do that now, and I don't know where this is gonna go. I don't think I need it yet. So I think I'm done stitching for tonight, and I think I got 1/4 of this section finished. And I didn't work on Paula Vaughn yet, so I don't have an update of that, but I remember that I already used this, and this was the leftovers. So I used this silk for these embroidery stitches up here, so these darker ones. So yeah, I don't think I need this anymore, but I'm still going to save it just in case until I finish this project, and even after for something else. But yeah, I'm just having so much fun with this project. So I just looked through my stash and I have a couple more charts that I didn't start yet that looks pretty similar to this. I'm just going to hold my phone for this, so it might be a little shaky. I'll try not to move so much. But yeah, so I have 4 charts here, and these aren't just Nan charts, but to me it's very similar. So I have 3 Victoria samplers and 1 by the Drawn Thread. So this is called Cottage Garden Sampler, and these are all in the same format, and it consists of cross stitches, embroidery, specialty stitches, and even this, I forget what it's called, but you cut the linen to get these see-through patterns. I always wanted to try those. I forgot what it's called though. And this also has those. This is called Rose Arbor Sampler, and it's super pretty with really pretty details, backstitching, and I don't think you're cutting the linen for this one, or maybe you do. I don't know, but it's super pretty. And this is the last one, and I don't know how to read that, but this is the most ornate one out of the 3 that I have, with these satin stitches, I think it's called, but really pretty with lots of tiny details. And I don't know what the quote is, but it's super pretty. And this came with all the specialty stuff, so this was a little pricier than the other charts, but yeah, so if I start something from these three, I'll probably start from one of these two, the more easier ones. The rose sampler maybe, because this roof looks super intense to me. And then this is by the Drawn Thread called Christmas Stitches. And this didn't come with the fabric, but if I do this, I think I like the darker fabric, so I might get something similar to that. And this came with the flosses and the beads, so yeah, I just need to get something to stitch this on. But yeah, I just wanted to share that because I don't think I've ever talked about these projects or these charts, so I thought I would share these when I'm stitching something similar to that. And I actually thought I had another Just Nan chart, but I didn't, so maybe next year I'll try getting some more Just Nan designs. They have really pretty like small mandalas or snowflakes actually. Those are really pretty. But yeah, so I think I'll just end this video here. I hope you liked this video as well, and I'll see you in the next video, hopefully with a finish. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.